Hi guys, Chris here, and you're watching Here We Are Running. Welcome back to the channel for another week of ultra marathon training, where you can catch up with all the training I've been doing as I prepare for my first 50-mile ultra marathon, the North Downs Way 50, hopefully taking place at the end of May. And after the first 4 weeks of this training block throughout January, where we really did build up the volume, and as I said last week, ran the most I've run in a single month, 400 kilometers covered in January. Well, this first week of February, we are treating as a down week. So for those of you who are not familiar with what a down week is, or sometimes referred to as a cutback week, it's when during a training block, after a certain number of weeks of building volume, you then have a down week. You let your legs kind of recover a bit, take on that training that you've been doing, and you're ready to go again the next week. Some people maybe pick every fourth week as their down week. I've done 4 weeks of building now, so this will be the 5th week of the training block, and I think it's about ready for a down week for me. So if you remember back to last week, where we had my record week for running 100k, more than 100k, or more than 60 miles last week. So for this week's down week, we're scaling it right back. We're going back to around 64k or 40 miles. Now it may, you know me, that's always the plan. It may turn out being a little bit more. I'll tell you why in a minute. So why might this become more than a 40-mile week? Well, going into today's run, and it's Saturday today, and I'll put all the runs up on the screen so you can see what I've done so far, which is vastly reduced from previous weeks. But it's Saturday now, and I'm out on a longish run. I'm probably going to keep this to half marathon distance, to be honest, but I do intend to go out tomorrow on Sunday. Now, tomorrow's weather forecast is a significant drop in temperature and snow. So I just don't know what we'll get up to then. We're aiming to go out onto the trails for tomorrow's run. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a shorter run. Maybe it'll be a longer run. Who knows? It might be in the snow, and then they could have got it completely wrong. It might not be. You'll have to keep watching to find out what happens tomorrow. Now, something else that I'm doing on this run is putting some distance into my new lightweight stability running shoes, the Brooks Launch GTS 8s. So there will be a review coming out on the channel shortly for those. Okay, are you ready for some nice snowy trails? Yeah, maybe not. Not today. Plenty of puddles, plenty of sleet, plenty of wind, but the snow's not settling. This is horrible to run in, it really is. The kind of snow's coming down, hitting your face, and it actually hurts. It's kind of like little ice. It's not hell or anything, but it's not fun. Okay, we've got a bit of cover now. That's not quite so bad. Right, running up Reigate Hill now, and we're going to get to the top of there. We're not going fast today, we're just going to go out 4k, back 4k. That'll do 8k for this run. It'll bring us up to 64k for the week, or 40 miles, and that's where we're calling it for our down week. And as we get higher, of course, the snow is starting to settle a little bit up here. And on the screen now, the total elevation that we've done for this week. Well, if you came here for the view today, you'd be mildly disappointed, I think. But we're at the top and just taking a breather before we head back down. But I thought I wanted to tell you about one particular run that I did this week, and it rolls on from the last few weeks, in fact, where if you've been watching the series over the last few weeks, you'll have seen that for a bit of speed in my week, I've been taking part on some treadmill 5k races and trying to improve my 5k time. And we did that again this week. We took part in Stephen Cousins' Film I Run Video 5k at 8 o'clock on a Friday evening on Zwift. And we did rather well again. I mean, there are a lot of fast runners in that race. I think I came about 9th or 10th. And for the first time ever, I ran sub 19, 18 minutes and 59 seconds when I crossed the finishing line. So you'll have noticed that time has been coming down week on week. And it's the only bit of speed work I've really been doing during the time that I've been doing this training block. But the key thing about this training block is I've really been increasing the volume of running I've been doing. Most of it, as you've seen, is all easy pace running with some elevation involved as well. So it's not all easy, but you know, I'm not going out fast on most of my runs. And as a result of all that increased volume, I am running faster, and it's evidenced by the 5k times that I'm doing. So I said the other week I was hoping to be able to get under 19 minutes for a 5k, and first time of asking, I've done it on a treadmill. I've done it. Now in the real world that might not be so easy. As I've sort of said before, I need to find a flat pavement type course that I can attempt it on. We'll probably have to wait until lockdown here in the UK finishes, and then we can travel a bit further afield for that, and I'll get down Kenley Aerodrome again and give it a real go. But wanted to share that with you. It just goes to show that if you increase the volume of running that you're doing at an easy pace, you will get faster, and that's what I've done again this week. Right, let's head back now. Well guys, that does bring us to the end of another week of training. Thanks again for watching the video and supporting along the way as I go through this training block. And if you've enjoyed it, well, do remember to hit the thumbs up button, to give the video a like. And if you're watching this for the first time, well, why not subscribe as well and be part of the journey as I train for my first 50-mile ultra run. Anyway guys, I shall see you next week. Goodbye.